Welcome to Mishna study, Masechet Kilayim Perek Tet Mishnah Tet. In this Mishnah, we're going to speak about other items that are sur because of Kilayim, and we'll go through each one. These are, as we'll see, not the standard that we mentioned, before. Some of them may be, and we'll see a couple of others that extend a little further, and we'll have a mahloket whether it's Kilayim or not. Levadim asurim. If you have levadim, is felt, right? It's like a felted wool. Right? Again, this is asur, right? Because it's pressed, like we said before in last Mishnah, because it's stuck together. Pif shel tzemer b'shel pishtan, right? So pif shel tzemer, this is, Harambam explains that it's su'ah, right? So it's a literally like a strap, right? Or one strand, or woven like a band that's made from linen and wool, right? Because both of the yarns are mixing together. It's going to be asur, right? Because they go ahead and they revolve, they're attached in the weave. Rabbi Yosef Omer, right? Rabbi Yosef says, if you have, and the way Harambam explains this, is you have strands of argaman. Argaman is a purple dyed wool. And what they would do is a lot of times they would add some strands of flax in there. Right? So imagine like a bundle of wool with different strands, and they would throw some flax in there. And they would do is they would actually spin them together, and they would use it to wrap the pile, right? The bundle afterwards of all that wool. So there would be this strand of pishtan, of flax, that they would use to tie, but it would even be spun together in the original bundle with the wool. So that's going to be asur because he would actually spin it before he ties it. A person shouldn't tie, a seret over here. A seret is also like a strip, right? A strip of wool with a strip of flax, right? So you can't tie the two together. So it's like if it's a belt. So imagine you had a wool strand, a wool belt, and then you had like a flax, belt, rope, like a rope belt, and he wanted to tie the two together. So he's not allowed to tie the two together, even though he's tying it, right, to a leather strap in between, right? So he has wool, then then some leather, and only then does he have the flax, the linen. Right, so he's tying the meaning he's tying the wool to the flax, but by tying them both to each side of a leather strap, so they're not even touching each other. This is also asur, and Rambam learns from here, and he says from here that it's asur to tie a clothing, right, a fabric of wool with a fabric of linen, even if you're going ahead and tying it through a different type of using cotton, cotton thread to tie the two together, right? All these are asur. Right, so I would even say, so the first half of the Mishnah is better like this, right? A person shouldn't tie wool to the linen, right, with a rope, right, or with a thread or rope of leather. So here we learned that you're not allowed to even tie any two materials to each other, even if it's not with a wool or a linen string, right? That's the way Harambam understands this over here. I would just point out the Rosh and the Rash understand it a little differently. They say you're not allowed to do this if you're going to tie the linen to the wool together, right? When you're wrapping around your waist and you make the knot on the other end, and the wool's going to be touching the linen and you're going to be tying it together, that's why it's asur. But Rambam, it's asur to even tie the two together with a different type of fabric. Halacha, though, is not like Rabbi Yosef, right? And halacha, Rabbi Yosef, that's the way Rambam is posek over here. And the same way he's posek in the Mishneh Torah.